So this is Alexis. Now the thing with Alexis is that his beard is still coming, to term. His beard is still growing. We have to get him through the process. So I'm gonna show you guys how to finesse a beard, kind of like Alexis's, that has some light spots and has some dark spots. Because at the end of the day, you guys already know what it is. All right, it is Jordian, the Tampa Bay barber, cutting hair out of Headlines Barbershop, Brandon. And we're gonna be doing a high quality beard trim, the best in Brandon, the best beard trim in Brandon. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Now, what we need to do is our goal, our mission, is to get the same level of gradients to a degree across the whole beard, within the light spots, within the dark spots, right? We're gonna try to conceal the light spots, and we're gonna try to kind of fade out the dark spots, if that makes sense, right? Is that we want an even level of gradient. So you're gonna see me do a lot of different techniques to get this beard tight, full, and pretty much even. We're gonna do a lot of fading with the grain, fading against the grain. Like right here, I'm just kind of grazing the beard with the grain and kind of lower it and get it to that, that nice length. Right here, we're lining the beard. In the beginning, you saw me fading the beard down a little bit. You can see that Alexis on the right side of his face has some pretty nice, some light spots and some dark spots. But lining up the beard is already gonna help with that level of gradients, right? For some reason, when you add that contrast in there, when you line up the beard, it's gonna look a lot fuller. Now we're cleaning up the mustache. We also knocked down the mustache as well. We're just keeping everything, super natural, but we're just trying to bring out the best parts of the beard. And as barbers, that's what we do for our clients. We just kind of, we fade some things here, we line some things here in simple terms, and we just bring the best out in our clients. So that's what we're doing. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna start fading in the top of the beard. Then you'll see me kind of going lower with my number 2 guard, my 1.5 guard, and my 3 guard. And that's just helping me kind of nitpick the certain spots that are a little bit too dark. This is the other technique of you're just kind of like going with the grain of the beard. And that is just to preserve some of the darkness, to preserve some of the length in the beard. That's really what we're trying to do. And, clients, they definitely recognize whenever you're putting a level of attention to their haircut or even just to their beard that they never experienced before. It makes you stand out as a barber. It shows that you care. It shows that you have an eye for detail and that you're really trying to do the best possible, and you're pulling all the tricks out of your bag for this haircut. And they recognize it, man. They really do. Now you're seeing me. I'm just going to go back and line the beard. And something super important that I really want you to see whenever I'm lining the beard is how I'm kind of coming on top of the line. I'm not just hitting the line, I'm hitting the hair on top of the line, because what you don't want is you don't want a really clean line, but the hair is kind of coming over it. So you're gonna see that how I kind of start to kind of graze and grasp some of those flyaways, because when you have a longer beard, a beard that's gonna be a little bit darker, you're gonna have some of these hairs that kind of stick straight out, or that just kind of curl, that don't just lay down. And the problem with that is that it doesn't look kept. So you can see right here, I'm kind of just freehanding with my trimmers. You want to make sure your client is sitting still so you don't put an accidental design into their beard. But I'm just kind of grabbing all of those hairs and the flyaways so that the beard looks a lot more kept and a lot neater. Now we're gonna go with a shave gel. I'm gonna place it with my comb, and that shave gel has vitamin E and aloe vera, so I let it soak up into my client's skin. It's good for the skin, helps for a way more comfortable shave. You can see me with the 245 triple cartridge razor. Now this razor is the best one that I've ever used, honestly. It's very comfortable. It's very unique for each barber. And it really helps me to get into all those tight spots and be very detailed. I've used other, straight razor handles, and they're just too bulky, and it's just not comfortable in my hand. This one really feels like, I'm a craftsman, and I can really deliver the line that I want. You can see like how detailed I'm being with it. And your tools, whatever tools you're using, man, you got to be in love with them, in my opinion, to put out the best work that you can. Now we're gonna go in the mustache area. That area you got to be really careful with too. And then, whatever you do on one side, you got to do to the other. Now, this is a very important key that I always do with my haircuts, especially my beard, is I look at them from the front and I see one side and how it's looking. You can see that right side is lined up. Now, I'm going to copy paste and do the same things to the other side. I would rather fix or kind of alter or detail that one side before I move on to another side. Especially when it comes to, coming the line, kind of putting the line on there. because I want to just match it up. I don't want to go back and forth. And that helps me be a lot more efficient. Since I've seen exactly where that beard ends, now I can focus on matching the other side right to it. Now we're just gonna go, we're stretching the skin a little bit. We're just going, piece by piece, we're kind of raising the hair. You can see I'm adjusting, my thumb placement. I'm just doing, a small little task with my razor. And then, you always gotta come back in detail no matter what. Just make sure that you're having enough time to do that, to come back and to detail. Now we're gonna hit the back of the line. So there are certain spots that you want to pay attention to and make sure to hit them, like the mustache, the back of the line, the top of the line of the beard. If you have any other kind of problem areas, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You have to have a little bit of time in your service so you can come back and re-hit that line again or hit that dark spot out the fade. Just give yourself that time to detail. It's so important. And you can see, man, like, this is just another detailing touches. I'm taking my these are the longest pair of shears that I have, and I'm just kind of freehanding on the outside of the beard. That just is gonna help it look a lot more kept. It's gonna get a lot of flyaways. And this communicates to your client that, I'm no other barber. Like, I'm different. I'm in a lane of my own. Like, I take a certain level of detail when it comes to my haircuts. That's exactly what you're showing whenever you're doing little things like this. Taking, an extra couple minutes, or even, 30 seconds, whatever you can. And then, of course, you got to show the client. You can see, like, I know the person likes their cut whenever their cheekbones are sitting naturally higher than how they came in. Like, you could tell that joke is trying to stop himself from smiling. You can see the beard looks really full. It looks really even. It's still fading in the way that he wants to, right? But we're just trying to, and this is no enhancements at all, I love enhancements, but I love also being able to kind of show what I can do without them as well. And this just looks, it looks amazing. It looks like a very, very, very nice beard. You can tell, we have a way better gradients along it. And then, gotta hit him with the smell good. Gotta hit him with the aftershave. This has a slight sting to it, but it really just helps, make sure everything, is clean for the client. And make sure that they're really feeling refreshed. You can tell, like, the before and after just of this cut is just so nice, At the end of the day, you got to really do what you can when it comes to your clients and when it comes to their situation. And even after this, I detailed it a little bit more, when it comes to the lineup, when it comes to the beard. But, man, this beard just came out, superly nice. Like I said, guys, it has been Jordian, the Tampa Bay Barber. This is how to do a high-quality beard trim, the best in Brandon. So I'm going to see you guys on the next video. We're going to be pushing out way more content, and take it easy.